How's everybody doing? Smoking cigars with Howlinblind. Here to learn y'all some blues. Cigar I got today is this brand new cigar. I don't even know if it's out on the market yet. The salesman from Alta just came in the other day and passed these out. That's the new Siglo Maduro. Like I say, I don't think they're even out yet. But I like the Siglos. The Naturals were a dark wrapper anyway. But I'm a big fan of the Siglos from Altadis. And in me loving Maduros, I'm anxious to smoke this cigar. I got my Siglo matches to light up. How's everybody doing out there? It's November the 15th of 2009. A lot of things going on. And we got Thanksgiving just a couple weeks away. And the hot subject, I think, hot topic today, I believe, is the decision, and I don't know if it was Obama's decision or whose decision it was, but the decision to bring Sheikh Mohammed Yerboudi, yeah, I think that's his name, Sheikh Mohammed Yerboudi, and his 4 colleagues who are in Guantanamo Bay prison and who have supposedly confessed to being the masterminds behind the 9/11 attacks on the New York World Trade Centers and Towers 1 and 2, or North and South Tower, and Building 7 that fell without a plane even hitting it. Now that is ingenious. Hillary Clinton is all for, I'm going to just jump right into it. Hillary Clinton is all for bringing the terrorists, those fellas from Guantanamo Bay to New York to give them a trial. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with Hillary. Rudolph Giuliani, former mayor of New York City, who basically ran things in New York that day and did an excellent job to a point, doesn't want the terrorists brought to New York, these fellas brought to New York City for a fair trial. And it doesn't surprise me a bit when I say this. I disagree with him 100%. Let me explain why I feel this way. I'm going to confess to you folks, some of you probably already knew it, some of you probably figured it out, but to get it out in the open, I am one of those conspiracy nut 9/11 truthers. And what that means, I don't care what you think it means, but what that means is I want to know exactly what happened in New York on September the 11th, 2001. I want to know who called the shots, who planned it, how it was carried out, who were the inside people in this country to allow it to happen. I want to know who told NORAD to stand down while those airplanes were flying around in the sky for 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Who told NORAD to stand down? I want to know what hit the Pentagon. I want to know what actually went down in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. I want to know if these were the actual planes that hit the towers. I want to know what brought Building 7 down when no airplane hit it. Now, having these fellas who have confessed at Guantanamo Bay under enhanced interrogation, which could mean anything from an affirmative, did you do it, to an electrode rammed up their ass, and one touching their nose to make them a 300 ohm resistor in between 50,000 volts of electricity, just to see if their eyes would light up. I mean, that's considered enhanced interrogation, isn't it? Watch the movie Taxi to the Dark Side. Now, these fellas confessed in Guantanamo Bay under enhanced interrogation that, yes, they were the masterminds behind the attacks of 9/11. And I am all for a trial, an American court trial, because that might be the closest thing we get to a new investigation to what happened. It's clear that these guys did not work alone, these 4 fellas or 5 fellas. It is clear that they did not work alone. They couldn't just sit over there in a cave somewhere in Afghanistan and say, I think this is what we're going to do, and didn't do it. They could not have done it. It's not that easy, folks. They had to have had some accomplices over here in this country. They had to have had some people in high-ranking places helping them set this up. And of our government, who did a shoddy investigation to begin with, the 9/11 investigation, and the folks on the 9/11 Commission admit that they feel like they were lied to, and us and 9/11 truthers, us wacky, goofy conspiracy theorists who just want to know what really happened that day, and we want a second investigation, which you should too. And what about the families of the people who died that day? They want a second investigation. They're not happy with the investigation and the 9/11 Commission. This might be the closest thing we get to a second investigation. Some congressman on here that Rachel Maddow calls a traitor, basically. Hoskum Flocken, or whatever his freaking name is. He says this trial could last 4 years and open a wound in New York that will stay open for 4 years. And I'm almost at the 9-minute mark, so I'm going to take a short break. I got some interesting things some points I want to make, and I hope you hang on with me till those. Be right back.